Welcome back. The topic of today's discussion is fake news, and journalist Alan Goodhue joins us from London. Alan, you're responsible for one of the most controversial fake news stories of the last year. It's gotten a lot of attention.
That's right, but I should say it was part of a social experiment.
And didn't you make sure that everybody knew it was a fake?
Yes, I did, although there are still people out there that believe it.
For those that missed it, can you talk us through the story? It was about a polar bear, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It all started last winter. I was in Scotland with my family, and it was the coldest day imaginable. At the time, I was reading a lot about fake news. So I decided to do an experiment. I took a photo of a polar bear and pasted it onto a picture of the Scottish Highlands. I mean, it looked fake. Then I wrote a completely unbelievable story about a polar bear sighting in Scotland. I created a social media account with a fake name and shared the story.
Then what happened?
It went viral. People started sharing it as a joke at first, but then some started to think it was real. Before I knew it, the story had spread around the world. But the worst thing was when I saw it on a news channel. They reported my fake story as real news.
And were you surprised by the reaction at all?
Yes, I was. As a journalist, I found it totally unsatisfactory. It wasn't a believable story to begin with, but even if you knew nothing about polar bears or Scotland, you could have found out it wasn't true very quickly. I mean, lots of people did, but many others, including journalists, clearly hadn't done any research at all.
So, did you do anything after you saw it on the news?
I most certainly did. I told everybody I could that it wasn't real, but that didn't spread as quickly as the story itself.
It must have been frustrating that it spread so fast.
It really was, but it could have been worse, I suppose. That pushed me to start my website, and we now have over 1,500 registered fake news spotters.
And it's definitely a worthy cause. If you'd like to join, check out fakenewsspotter.com. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you, Eric.
That's it from us. Have a good evening.